Have you ever wondered what it would be like if there were money in Minecraft? Thanks to this item, we can sell absolutely everything in Minecraft. For example, a diamond costs $8,192, and the goal of our episode is to collect around billion. But at the very beginning, we start with So the first thing I do is, of course, gather wood, tools and food. The first step we need to take is obtaining glowstone, redstone and diamonds, so that's what we will focus on now. In the village, I collect cables, thanks to which we have food, and if you notice, each item has EMC next to it. That's the value of the item. Anyway, we destroy the golem, make a bucket and find OP loot in the chest, a treasure map and a broken treasure, thanks to which we have TNT. As you can see, it dropped there, that's also needed, but for a later stage, and we focus down, where in the cave we find redstone, which we need, and lava pool, where I make a portal to the nether. In the nether, we're only there for glowstone, so we take it and return. That's it for the nether in this episode, and we create the first item we need, the alchemist's best friend. I'll explain it later, or maybe now. Combining this item with coal, we get red coal. Combining this item with red coal, we get even better coal. This coal combined with TNT gives us a new catalyst, and when we combine it, we get a destruction catalyst. And this is what we aim for, because you'll see in a moment, but first obsidian, because we will need 4 more pieces. And we find diamonds, allowing us to dig upwards, where we obtain coal, which we will need for this crafting. And we're in the village, and we'll probably spend the whole episode in this house. So I'll tidy up here, and we make red coal, we make this better coal, we make catalyst, until finally at home we craft the transmutation table. And it's a table. If we put something in here with shift, the table learns that crafting, and then we can buy it back from it. We must obtain something at least once to be able to buy it later, and it sells everything it gives us at the very beginning. $143,000, so I'm buying the necessary components to create the destruction catalyst, and it is a very powerful pickaxe, as you will soon see. But first, some armor and a creeper, because we need gunpowder, as this pickaxe digs using gunpowder, so we insert the gunpowder. And now that our table has learned it, we can buy it back, so I buy a lot of it. There are 3 types of gunpowder in this mod. As you see, it is needed to craft this chest, so I make all 3 kinds. I dig downward, quickly place ladders upward, and water downward. And now it's time to show you how this super pickaxe mines, just like this. And you see the 3rd slot in the inventory? I skipped that thing. It's a bag, which is very capacious. After simple. As you can see, it has a lot of slots where we can store gunpowder and then all the items, and after returning from one of these runs, we got some dollars, but notice how expensive the lapis was. I take out and sell, buy more gunpowder, and round number 2. An exact hour strikes, and I sell more items, and we have 200,000. Round number 3. Yes, and now we are at the stage where we need to grind some money to create an energy collector, energy condenser, and relay. Exactly, there are 3 pieces of MK1, but I'll tell you more about them a bit later. So now we are at the digging stage, here. 2, 2, 2. We are digging here, here, here. We return, we sell, but we almost have 1 million EMC. And right now I am creating the things we need to set up passive money generation, also known as a money farm, an alchemical chest, and we have the energy condenser. This is the chest where it trickles down for us. Money, but for it to drip, we need to make something called a relay. So that's what we're doing right now. In the meantime, an energy collector, which is also needed. So relay and collector box, which allows us to now put an item in the box and it will be copied. As you can see, it's going very slowly for now, but the more connectors, the faster everything starts to go. So let's do something like that. Let's add glowstone because it draws power from light. As you can see, it's going faster, but still not. It's somehow ultra fast. As I said, this is the first level. There is also MK2 and MK3. We will want to jump straight to MK3, but to do that we have to make MK2 first, so we need to get back to mining 1,300,000, allowing us to start creating more things. Relay MK2, as you can see, I have a collector MK3, which I connect to this relay. MK1, which makes everything print even faster. Money is faster and faster. But now the big player, Relay MK3, comes in, making everything even faster, but it's still too slow for us to stop working. So we go to the mine. After selling everything, we have 500,000, so we buy another collector. It's like we're creating another bank where we will receive more money, and you see gunpowder is, for example, being printed very quickly, thanks to which we can slowly start or stop working. I mean, we could if I were lazy, but since I'm not and I want to speed this up, we keep digging because for now the mine is giving us much more money. After this grind, we have 650 and 1,400,000. So now it's time to significantly expand our farm. We add the third collector and gunpowder is starting to produce in a somewhat logical sense. So it's time for the third stage of our story, which means creating a clock and a stand for the clock. The clock speeds up time, allowing our farms to work even faster, but they are very expensive. As you can see, the watch costs over $500,000, so we need to buy gunpowder and go mining again. After selling everything, we have 779, so we can afford the clock and we can still profit from our, of course, take from the bank, which gives us 800,000, and I create a watch. And now there's the last step, which is the stand, costing $4,653,000. Yes, I can hold the watch in my hand, which as you can see speeds everything up, but I won't stand here because it's still too slow. So now the longest grind so that the watch doesn't have to be held after. Simple, 1 million, a lot of gunpowder, digging, third hour, big profits 3,100,000 after half an hour of digging, profits from our bank, but unfortunately we need to go for the last digging session because we're literally $500,000 short, and then calmly we're not returning to the mine anymore. 1,700,000 is more than enough for us, allowing us to create a stand for the watch, and we have the watch, meaning the last two components. This is how we finish chapter 3. Look how the gunpowder multiplies now. Yes, we take this table to our banks and now we can sell everything right away. 200,000, 300, 400,000. I have already started duplicating diamonds, and meanwhile I am also replacing those worst collectors ones to these collectors 3s, and I want to do that with all of them. And you know what's the best thing about these clocks? That they stack, so you can add more of them. But first we only have 2 banks, so I'll be buying more. I also surround our factory with walls, and in the meantime some of this has been produced, so I connect everything. Another bank, and I don't feel like collecting things from each crate separately, so I'll connect everything to one crate. As you can see, these diamonds are very quickly, they're printing, and we already have 1 million. So the snowball effect is quite noticeable here. And now just see for yourselves how it's progressing, and I'm buying more clocks and more stands for the clocks, thanks to which everything goes even faster. Yes, at the very beginning I was printing diamonds, but now as you notice I'm replacing it with energy collectors so that they are already being created because they are more expensive and I won't have to sell so many of those diamonds later. This way they are being produced and I can replace them on the go, and 2 million on our account, and more clocks. Well, here it's the so-called money makes money, so we don't have to do anything at all. I've even started printing watches, so I don't have to buy them. Time is important, and since we have money, we can buy it. 4 million, and we're starting to print dark matter now. 12 million. As you can see, this dark matter is really very expensive. I think I'm going overboard with these watches. Here I created the best armor in the entire game, but just for show. 53 million. And the watches. Look how this chest fills up. 130 million. The first chest sold after a while. Second, 586,683,818. We are approaching the end. 932, 992, and the last one will be the final dark matter. It has to be worth literally 8 million, and it is already worth 6, 7, 8, 9 just to be sure, and 1 billion. 5 hours and 28 minutes. That's how long it all took us, and this is what our base looked like from above. And if this video gets 2,000 likes, I'll do a live stream where we'll try to beat this time. Here I was playing this mod for the first time, so it will definitely be faster now. Take care, bye!